Hey everyone, this is Tina with Content Creators Club, and I'm so excited to walk you through this tutorial on how I automate YouTube thumbnail creation with no code. But if you don't already know who I am, I help content creators scale their content, income, and impact with no code automation, affiliate marketing, as well as email marketing. And today we're going to be focusing on the no code part on how to automate any YouTube thumbnail creation with no code. So just to get started, I really want to let you know to join our creators club.tinalopez.com if you're looking for resources on how to scale your content, impact, and income. We share our weekly newsletter with an article that's going to help you do just that. But let's go ahead and get on to the tutorial. So today's agenda, we're going to be talking about the problem that we're facing, which kind of led to this whole reason why we created this video, this automation, the use case that is really going to showcase exactly what we're doing with this, the draw it with me plan. We always like to plan what it's going to look like before we actually do it. And then we're going to walk through the plan to action walkthrough. And then we're going to talk about where you can get this no-code workflow for you to implement within your business. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the problem, the whole reason why we created this. Well, the problem is that it takes too much time to create YouTube thumbnails, and I'm a person who rather sets it and forgets it. And I really wanted to create this automation because creating thumbnails, if you don't create it, it could be kind of something that stunts your growth in terms of you feel like you can't post YouTube videos because you're waiting for the creative juices to flow for a YouTube thumbnail, thus impeding productivity. You feel like you can't really hire a professional graphic designer because they're too expensive, right? So if you feel like you can't do any of those things that, is thus impeding your productivity within creating YouTube videos, then you've come to the right place. And the reason why I state this is because you want to be able to come from a place where you create YouTube thumbnails on demand, and you pay one set price per month and avoid a design fee per graphic visual. The next thing that you really want to focus on is standardizing your YouTube thumbnail process. So if you're looking for an automated way from idea to automatically creating a standard template, and thus creating YouTube thumbnails on demand, then again, like I said, you come to the right place. The next thing that I want to talk about here is kind of the draw it with me plan. So there are a couple of ingredients that really make this plan work in the best way that it could. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is Canva. We're going to use that as a place to source templates for your graphic design visuals. Canva has a really great set of templates that is easy for you to leverage, source, and templatize within your YouTube thumbnail process. Then we're going to talk about Banner Bear. I love Banner Bear. It's a really great resource that allows you to automate your, graphic designs, specifically YouTube thumbnails, and just so much more. But we're just going to really emphasize how you can use the YouTube thumbnail process within Banner Bear. And then we're going to talk about Zapier, who kind of links this whole process when it comes to automating the creation of templates. And one thing that I didn't mention here is we're also going to use Airtable as a way to kind of track and trigger all the data that goes with the YouTube thumbnail process. All right, so let's kind of walk through what this drawing in terms of the draw it with me plan, in terms of how I initially expected for this to look like. So usually this would be the trigger. So you can trigger this workflow via a new record, file, or Google Docs. In my personal opinion, we're going to use new record because I love Airtable and it's our preferred method in order for us to store data. And then basically once when a new record comes in, we're going to create a graphic via Banner Bear, and then we're going to upload the graphic to that necessary record so we just can have it all in one central place. So that is the general kind of workflow when it comes to creating YouTube thumbnails on demand. If you are someone who wants to figure out, well, how do I upload, YouTube thumbnails to my actual YouTube videos, definitely feel free to comment in the video or in the blog, thumbnail upload, so that I can, get kind of metrics that you want a video tutorial on that. But that is a bonus, and something if you'd like, feel free to let me know. Finally, the last thing that we're going to talk about is the walkthrough tutorial. So you're watching this video, so you're watching the tutorial, which we'll get to in one moment. But one of the things that I want to talk about is where can you get this template. I definitely recommend for you to review the link in the blog or the description. And one thing that I want you to know is that I'm an affiliate, so it's an affiliate disclaimer. I recommend and use all the products I promote, but I do want you to know I make a small commission at no extra cost to you if you purchase through my link. It's just a great way to support me during this journey if you decide to go with the program. If you're going to purchase the program anyways, or the product, definitely feel free to use my affiliate link. And if you do and you fill out the proof of purchase form, I'll go ahead and send you a thank you gift for purchasing through our affiliate link, as a just way to say thank you for just supporting me throughout this entire process. All right, so let's go ahead and go through the first step when it comes to using the first ingredient, which is Canva. So I really like Canva because it's a great way to source already based templates. So if you're going into Canva, definitely feel free to choose the template that works best for you. I recommend usually using the template where you can easily switch out text, right? So if you see that there's a general kind of guideline where, you know, that could be the main title, the subtitle, and then maybe a call to action, you can choose to do that however you wish. And then the one thing that I would say is that, you know, once when you have the template, so we chose this template, feel free to edit it based on what works best for you, but remove the text. And the reason why you're going to remove the text is because you're going to use Banner Bear to go ahead and input the text in those blank spaces. So I've already went ahead and done that. I also went ahead and kind of took some pictures because I know that with YouTube thumbnails, pictures go a long way. So I just took some pictures of myself, just kind of highlighting, you know, maybe some ways that you can bring attention to your YouTube thumbnail. An awesome trick that I recommend as well is if you wanted to, you could go ahead and edit the photo. So editing the photo, one of the things that I really like is you can just go ahead and press shadow. And then if you want to put a glow, you could put a glow around it. And then you can go ahead and, you know, choose the color that works best for you for a glow. I always like to use white. And then as you can see, there's a glow, just to kind of give a little bit more of an outline through the process. Go ahead and make sure to do multiple versions. I think it's important if you want to have a little bit of variety with your YouTube thumbnails. Instead of creating, you know, just one set standard, you can feel free to change it up by the color, the pictures that you have. One of the cool things that I want to kind of bring to your attention in terms of features of Canva is that if you go to styles, you can actually, you know, select the color combinations and it would automatically change the colors in the background. And that's basically what we did. We took one template and then we just changed the images, put a glow and put different colors, remove the text, and then you want to go ahead and download each individual image so we can prepare for the next step, which is Banner. So like I said, I really love Banner Bear. It's a really great resource and tool for you to automate any of your graphic titles on demand. I would basically say, like, this is a really great version of having a graphic designer in-house without actually paying graphic designer fees, because Banner Bear has a lot of cool templates that you can use. But when they don't have the templates that I like, this is where I create a template within Canva and then I import it automatically into Banner Bear. So one of the things that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to create a project, and think of your project as a way for you to have a folder of all the templates that correlate to the specific project that you're working on. So for example, you know, when I create my YouTube videos, I really like to focus on creator tools, things of that nature. And I like to take all the templates that I'm going to use from graphic designs in one specific folder. And this makes it easy because if you are going ahead and, you know, trying to create images and you know that all these images are going to be related to one specific project, then you could just call upon the API key, which we'll get into the specifics later on when we create the workflow, to source those image templates. Now let's go ahead and walk through one template that I created. You can go ahead and create a template from scratch, but I've already created a template here. So one of the things that you can say is that we took the template that we have from Canva, automatically put it in here, and then like I said, we're going to change out the text. And then if you want to have a specific call to action to a link, anything like that, you can put that here. But let's go ahead and edit the template so I can show you exactly what I'm referring to. So basically what I did was I took the dimensions of, you know, what is required for a YouTube thumbnail, and I just uploaded the image automatically here. And you can see that there are only really 3 layers, which is this content type. This is something that I call upon within my automation, where if I want to kind of just reference what type of content this is this a how-to video? Is this a video guide? You know, is this a review? Things like that. Anything that is related to that will automatically switch out that text and put that information here. And then I have the title. What is the title of the content piece that I'm talking about? And then I have a call to action where it's don't touch. If this is something where, you know, you want to change a call to action, you can definitely change that for purposes of yourself. But if I know that I'm going to be doing a direct link to this specific website majority of the time, then I'm just going to leave it as there and leave it as don't touch. But as you see, there are really 4 layers where you have the image, you have the content type, you have the title, and then you have the Creator Tools Club call to action. Now let's go ahead and walk through the process when it comes to creating your no-code automation template within Zapier. I really love Zapier, but like we did it with the Draw With Me kind of document that we mentioned earlier, we're going to have a new record trigger. So if you're not familiar with Airtable is a really great resource for you to have your database of information. It's a great way to source your information, but also what I really love about it is that there's a lot of automations that can come and play that you can leverage Zapier or their in-house automations. But in this case, we're going to use Zapier. So once when we do this, we're going to select Airtable, new record with an Airtable, press continue, and then you're going to go ahead and hook up Airtable to your API key. There is better documentation online that I recommend for you to research, but you're just going to log in your account. Then you're going to do a trigger based on the base that you're going to leverage. I personally use our Medium article database because majority of the time these videos are repurposed for Medium, so I recommend for you to check that out. But basically we have our blog editorial database, and then we're going to a specific tab or table is what I like to use. And then once we find the data, choose the data that we're going to reference and use. Next thing that you're going to do is that you're going to create an image in Banner Bear. So we're going to choose this as an action, press the event create image, press continue, go ahead and select Banner Bear in terms of the project that you are referencing. So like I mentioned, when you go specifically into your folder or your project, you're going to have the settings and API key. And then once when you click that, you're going to have the API key for you to reference in order to hook up to your account to that specific folder. Let's go ahead and press continue. And then you're going to choose the template that you're going to go ahead and reference. If you want to choose one specific template, just the template ID. In this case, we have YouTube template 1. That is our template ID. And then what's really great about Airtable, as well as using Zapier Banner Bear in all one workflow, is that you can take the data from your record. So all I did was went here, and then I'm like, okay, what is the title? Well, if I have the record of data here, I'm just going to put the name, which is going to switch out the text, and then content type. Well, where is that information? I can just reference my Airtable and find the information for me to put in here, or you can type the information as well. Feel free to use that how you may. Press continue. And then we're going to go ahead and just create the image. So I've already pre-tested this data to make sure it works for this video. And then as you can see, we have this when you take the link. So if we were to take this image URL link, put it into here, we have this information right here. And then as you can see, it changes the content type, the title, as well as the call to action for you to check out. And then all you're going to have to do from that point on is just upload it to your database or Airtable in order for you to do that. So you're going to use the update record action, and that right here, press continue, connect it to your Airtable, and then do the action where you want to select the same record. So the way that I do that is I go in here, new record, there's a record ID, that's the record that you're going to be changing. And then these are the fields associated within the database. So if you created fields within your articles database or your Airtable database, you want to create a field for YouTube thumbnail specifically. And then you just take the image URL. So you have an output of the image URL here. Whether you want in JPEG or PNG, you can put that information here. And then you're going to go ahead, press continue, and then it automatically updates the article record for you. So you can see YouTube thumbnail, it was already here for you to reference. So if you go ahead and like this video, comment, subscribe, this is the whole process from A to Z on how to automate YouTube thumbnail creation from the beginning to the end. So if you're looking for the next tutorial on how to really automate the thumbnail creation to your YouTube videos, feel free to upload and tell me in the comment section. Just write YouTube upload or thumbnail upload, anything like that, just to give me a signal that you want a tutorial on that, and I'll go ahead and see if I'll make that tutorial. So go ahead, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.